Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. Today, we have one of my favorite coaches and favorite clients. He embodies wealth and balance as good as anybody. Is Casey Oiness from Seattle, Washington, and Guild Mortgage. How are you, Casey?
I'm doing great, Rick. I appreciate you having me.
How long have we been together?
We have been together for 13 years.
13 years. And you are how old?
I'm 42.
42. So you hired me when you were 29 years old. How big were you when you hired me?
When I was 29 years old, I had just been in the business for 3 years. I got in the business in 2010. So I was fortunate enough to fall into the core and meet you very, very early on in my career. So.
And you were probably making how much 3 years in? 150, 180?
Yeah, about that.
And this year, what will you make? I know you're one of my biggest earners. What will you make this year?
2.5 to 3.
2.5 to 3 million. Real W-2 earnings. Real.
Correct.
Not like pretend numbers. These are real money that you're making, paying taxes on it, correct?
Unfortunately, the tax part, yeah.
Wow. So when I look at wealth, I look at three things. I look at your income, I look at your real estate, and I look at your stock market. You agree that's what we look at in wealth in our program?
100%.
So why does income matter so much?
Well, it gives us the opportunity to be able to save and invest, and
20% of 2 million is better than 20% of 1 million, better than 20. So the more you make, the more the 20% you save will what?
continue to compound and grow.
You know, I spoke at the University of Michigan football team about 3 months ago, and I went to the game a couple weeks ago, and I was on the field and I was in the locker room, and three guys said, "Hey, you're that save 20% and blow the rest guy." Is that what I want to be known for?
No.
Yes, it is. Why not?
You don't mind the blow the rest of it part?
No, I want you to save 20% and blow the rest. Isn't that your philosophy?
Yeah.
Do you save more than 20% or right around 20%?
Maybe a little more than 20%, and depending on the year.
Just so you know, for 39 years, I've saved 20% of my income every month for 39 years. Do you think anybody else can say that?
No.
And that makes me probably one of the most what?
Wealthiest guys I know, for sure.
I know, and I'm not that smart. You agree?
Well, you're a pretty smart guy.
I don't know. I keep it pretty simple. What makes me pretty smart?
You're very simple. You keep it, dialed in, consistent.
So you're a lender in Seattle. You work at a really good company. You work at one of the top 5 companies in America. You're a really good loan rep. You close how many families a month? How many families a month do you help?
We're on average between 20 to 30. On a bad month, 20
closings a month.
30.
You have a team that helps you. How big is your team?
8 people on the team right now.
You have 8 people on the team to take care of, say, 24 clients, correct?
Maybe closer to 30.
Okay. Average, though, is probably right at 24 or 26.
Yeah, correct.
Cool. So I know you guys always love the big months and you multiply that out, but there's an average going on. Okay. So listen, so you have 8 people taking care of you. You deal primarily with realtors. Is that your business source?
60% of our business is realtor based. About 25 is database. And then 15 or so is kind of Spear. VIP.
People you know in town. Very good. So how many realtors do you deal with?
I'd say I probably deal with 5 to 10 like big ones that are the majority of our business, and then another 40 to 50 that are 2 to 4 transactions a year, and then a couple hundred.
Here's how I look at everything. I look at everything in threes. Got it? Like, yep. I look at my top tier coaches. You're one of them. Those are guys over $2 million. I look at mid-range coaches. Those are over $1 million. Then I look at people that want to be coaches that are getting to $1 million. And so I have trainees. I have my mid-range guys and my rock stars. Like my rock stars are you, Julie Shudo. Those are my foremen. Those are my Reagan McKinney. Those are rock star coaches. You agree?
Right.
They're all over $2 million a year. Anybody you can coach. You agree? You can coach any lender.
Yeah. So that's kind of like
now you have a branch as well. How many people are in your total branch employment?
51 right now.
So you have 51 employees. That's a lot. So not only do you have sales skills, you have coaching skills working for me. You got to have some management skills and some leadership skills, right?
Correct.
What does the salesman have to do?
The salesman's got to be in front of the lead, talking to the client, communicating to the agents.
I agree. Talk to the clients, talk to the borrower, get the deal in the box. You agree?
Yep, 100%.
What's the manager got to do?
Manager's got to lead the people, manage the expectations of the office, my team, the clients.
I would say a simpler definition: salesmen get the deal, managers execute to the closing. Do you agree with that?
Right. Yep.
How many days does it take you to get a file clear to close? I run about 12.4. What do you run?
Yeah, somewhere in there, 12 to 14.
So we both have pretty efficient management systems. You agree with that? That's fast in the mortgage business. You agree?
That is fast.
Cool. Now, when you look at your skills as a coach, what do you think that job is to do?
Hold them accountability to like the activities that they need to do, give them direction, push them, challenge them.
I think that coaching is about getting them to win. Best year ever. That's winning. You agree?
Well, yeah.
And then leadership, I look at helping them make better choices. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
So you're really salesman, manager, professional coach, leader. Would you agree you have to cover all four of those things?
Correct. Yeah.
And all four jobs put you right at about 3 million for the year?
Yep.
And you'll save how much of that?
20%.
So you'll save 600 grand this year.
Yeah.
Are you generous?
Yeah.
What will you give away this year?
My goal is typically 10%, but I think this year it's going to be closer to 5.
Okay. So you get anywhere from 5 to 10% of charity.
Yep.
Why do you do that?
To give back and be appreciative and grateful for all that God's blessed me with, and that I think the core has given me a lot of the tools and the structure.
Well, does it help you with your wealth and balance?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the more
how does giving away money help you be more wealthy?
I don't know. It just happens that I feel like the more I've given away, the more that I've gone back in return.
I agree. It's like if you were Eastern philosophy, it would be karma. What you give, you get. With in a Christian world, your tithing gets rewarded with health and wealth and balance. He talks about, you can't outgive God. And so I think any faith talks about being generous. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I used to not believe that, but then I think once I did it a couple times, I was like surprised that, oh my God, look how much more has come back to me. So.
Well, I've been your coach for 12 years, and I think you're basically a wonderful young person that does some horrible worldly things. And as you be more godly, what will happen? You'll do less worldly things. Worldly things are rudeness, greed, power crazy, swearing. And I think you're either worldly or godly. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
And godly is hard work, integrity, character, honesty, kindness, patience. I think me and you are working from being worldly to godly. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, of course.
And we're working from being greedy to wealthy. What's the difference?
Greedy is you just want more and more and more. And wealthy is you're building something, right? Like
I agree.
I'm building a legacy.
Close. Greedy people want more. Wealthy people want to get better. You were close. You agree you were close.
Close.
Building something better. What are wealthy people doing?
Building something better.
And I think you're on that journey. I'm on that journey. Do you agree we're both helping each other be on that journey?
Yeah, 100%.
So what do you do that makes the realtors refer you?
Well, one, we help them generate more leads, by taking care of their clients, nurturing their clients, doing a good job. Obviously, we have to execute from a contract to close standpoint. Otherwise, they're not going to refer us at all. But I also like to build a relationship with my agents and figure out how can I help them build their business depending on whatever their goals are. And a lot of it comes back to even, helping them build success in their life, whether it's through their family, through giving, through.
So you're all into these realtors' lives, taking care of them, helping them, guiding them, getting them paid, getting them balanced, helping them. You'll give personal advice. You're doing everything with these realtors. You're doing life with your realtors.
Yeah, I can't do it with all of them, but the ones that I like that gravitate and that we have a really strong relationship with, and that that's my favorite part about this job.
You can do life with. You agree?
Yeah, 100%.
50 you can take care of. You agree?
Yeah.
10 you can what?
Do life with.
That's how I believe. I believe I can do life with 10 really close referral partners. I can take care of 50 referral partners with my team. Kind of like if I had a restaurant. Some people I'm going out and hanging out with and talking to. Some people I'm just checking in or my team's taking care of. Does that make sense? So you got a realtor-based business. You're really successful. Where do you rank in the industry?
I mean, we've got to be on the top 1%.
No, you're in the top 10 nationwide. Where are you at, kiddo?
Top 10 nationwide.
Mm-hmm. Why? How come you only do 25 deals and you're in the top 10 loan rep in the nation? How come?
We got high average loan amount.
What's your average loan amount?
I don't know, 650. We'll do close to 200 million this year.
So
don't know.
200 million. That will put you in the top 10. Do you think all the 10 are actually meeting with the realtors and the clients of the top 10? Or do you think you're one of the only ones?
I think there's very few that meet with all the clients and agents.
Cool. So just so you know, in my opinion, you're a real loan rep. And if they have loan reps under them, they're not really loan reps, in my opinion. Do you agree with that? So you're one of the top 10 loan reps in the country. You're number one guy at one of the top 5 companies, correct?
Correct.
You're a senior coach at the number one mortgage coaching company in America. Now let's talk about the other side of that. You're married for how long?
12 years. 12 years.
I want to say Linnea, married for 12 years. How you doing at that?
Well, we just came back, celebrated a little 40th birthday party in Cabo. I got back on Sunday night, surprised her. It was pretty amazing. And so, you know.
Where did you stay in Cabo?
Where did we stay at Cabo? A couple of different hotels.
Okay, so why did you move around to a couple different properties?
We just want to change it up, surprise her, different locations,
Nice.
You know, mix
so you
it up.
had a great 40th birthday for her. You've been married 12 years. She's obviously the love of your life, correct?
She is, for sure.
Lay it on a little thick in case she's watching, okay?
I love her more than anything. I love
that. So when you look at your positioning, like I look, God, Brit, poor, what do you look?
Linnea, my kids, you know, God, work, core.
Cool. So you got pretty solid priorities. Now, so you have, I want to say 2 boys, right?
2 boys.
And how old are they?
8 and 10.
And what are they into?
I mean, you told me that they're into too many things, but they're into basketball, golf, lacrosse, flag
I think
football.
kids should be in how many things at once?
2.
2 max. And I think some of your kids are in 3 things. You're part of that new world that you didn't get to do everything. So you want your kids to what?
Yeah, I want them to just experience everything that they can and, you know, then choose which ones that they really want to like dive into.
So around 12, they got to pick one sport. What do they got to do at 12?
Pick one.
So they can be what?
More dedicated and hyper focused on that one sport.
Just like you can only have one business and one part-time job. Your business is mortgages. Your part-time job is coaching mortgage people. You can't do anything else. Can't invest in restaurants. Can't do anything else. You agree?
Right. Totally.
What do all people that make a little money want to do?
Go buy a restaurant, go invest in some real estate.
Why do any of
here
that?
and there? No.
Now, do you own real estate?
Yes, of course.
I have 4 pieces. How many pieces do you have?
4.
So you have 4 pieces of real estate, 3 rentals, 1 primary, or 1 primary, 1 second, and 2 rentals?
1 primary, 1 secondary, and 2 rentals.
I have a primary, a secondary, a man cave, and an office building. I'm selling one of my houses, and I'm going to sell my big lake house, and I'm going to move to the farm. Why?
Just downsize. Keep it more simple.
Simpler. Well, simpler. It's not really downsized. I'm going to build a big house on the farm, but it's simpler. So you have a giant house that you just built, right? How was that building a house?
It was a challenge. I mean, those 3 years.
A nightmare. What was it? I went through it with you. What was it?
It was a nightmare.
Mine wasn't a nightmare. Why was mine not a nightmare and yours was?
You were able to hire people to take care of a lot of stuff for you.
I had a project manager and I had an interior designer. You did not have a project manager that you paid, and your wife was the interior designer.
And my wife was the project manager.
That's why it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I'm going to build another house. I'm hiring a builder and a project manager and an interior designer and an architect. And I have a bookkeeper paying all the bills. So the bigger you are, the easier things get because you can hire things out. You agree?
Right.
Cool. So what does your work life look like? So we're working on talking about, we know you're wealthy. We know you're this great loan rep. We know you're this great coach. Iconic loan rep. As good as anybody in the country. I would not lie to you, would I?
No.
Everything needs a little more of you. What do we talk about?
Being more involved with the client experience, more involved with my agents.
A little more involved with the agents, a little more involved with the client experience, a little more involved with the employees. Say, Rick, I'll run out of time.
I'll run out of time, Rick. What do I do?
Exactly what I want you to do. I want you to full-blown schedule. Then I want you to run home and be full-blown at home. So you get up what time in the morning? I know you always call me. It's really early in your morning. What time do you get up?
Yeah, I've got a really good morning routine. I get up at 5. I'm at the gym by 5:30. I'm done at 6.
Work out how many days a week?
5 days a week. Sometimes
all my top producers work out 5 to 7 days a week. Why is that?
I don't know, need a good morning routine. If you're not physically fit and mentally like fit to be able to handle like the
You
stuff
can't
that
handle all the pressure of work and life. A lot of people are great workers, Casey, but they're not great at home. We want to be great workers and great at home. So you got a good routine. So come 6:30, where are you?
6:30, I'm usually at the local coffee shop, grabbing a coffee, calling people like you, mentors, some of the people I coach, people on the East Coast because they're up at that time. Not very many people are up at 6:30, so I got a couple buddies that I'll meet for coffee too, and just take some time to like spend on myself. Maybe even do a little journaling, some gratitudes.
And then you're in the office what time?
I drop off the kids at 8:15. I'm here by 8:30.
So you go get the kids and you take them to school. I love that time with your kids.
Yep.
So 8:30, you're in the office, team meeting.
Team meeting 8:30, 8:39 every day. Team meeting. The team meeting has a different agenda Monday through Friday. You know, it's mainly going through.
So then it's a blur of call times, Zoom times, meeting times. Do you agree with that?
100%.
My day is a blur. Call schedules where I got to call this list or that list. Zoom times where I have these scheduled Zoom meetings, like this is a scheduled Zoom meeting, and then face-to-face meeting times. It's a lot, isn't it?
It is. I try to get a lot of the like kind of red time done in the morning right after that great or our pipeline meeting, and then go into a lunch meeting, and then from there hopefully have a lot of green time.
Cool.
So
what is your vision for the next 5 years?
What's my vision for the next 5 years?
Yeah.
The goal is to add one new loan officer a quarter to our branch. We've got a goal of getting to 30 loan officers that are all averaging 30 million and getting to building $1 billion branch. Consistently closing 30 loans a month. I've never closed over 365 deals in a year except for the COVID years. So I'd love to do a deal.
So small growth.
Small growth. Yeah. 10% growth.
I think one of the biggest problem big producers have is they're great and their vision is way high. Like for me, my vision is at 400 clients. Right now I got 345. My vision is at 40 loan reps. Right now I have 38. So my visions are what?
Yeah, tempered down. I mean, you're growing consistently though.
So my visions are taking better care of people. I will always raise my revenue prices or raise my price for coaching, take better care of people, create more millionaires. I'd like to create 1,000, 1,200 millionaires by the time I'm done. But I think that for me, balance, simplicity, maintaining wealth. So for me, where does most of my wealth come from now?
Your current investments.
Stock market. Where does most of your wealth come from? Stock market, real estate, or your income?
Right now for me?
Yes.
My income and potentially real estate.
Cool. So how much do you make from your real estate a year between appreciation and cash flow?
I don't know. It's hard to answer because we just built that house, but that was a large piece of growth.
So you have how much in total real estate value in your 4 pieces?
25.
So you have 25 million and I have 30 million in real estate value. So we're neck and neck, correct?
Well, I guess I have loans on all that too.
No. Mine's all free and clear. Yours is all leverage.
Yes, mine's all leverage. Yeah.
Now, someday it will all be like mine. It will be what?
Paid for, free and clear.
Yes. So the big dream is to have a lot of real estate. The better dream is to have it all free and clear. You agree with that?
Right.
Now, you're in 2 things. You're in reducing overhead and accumulating wealth. So you're reducing overhead to accumulate more wealth. So half of all your money should go towards debt reduction. Half of your money should go to the stock market. Is that how you do it?
I'm putting everything in the stock market right now. You said when I hit 50, then I can start reducing my debt.
Cool. I love that plan. I love that you take direction well and you follow most of your direction. You agree?
Most of it.
Cool. You do. You're a very good student. You're one of my favorite students. I think you're as charming as anybody I've ever known. So for those of you out there, you cannot beat a charming person. Now, a charming, organized expert is what, Casey?
Blow it up.
Impossible to beat. What are people like you and Julie and Kyle? Possible to beat. You have good teams. You're an expert. You're very charming. You care about people. So you 3 in Seattle, unbeatable. You agree?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I was a realtor or a borrower who I would go with, you, Kyle, or Julie. You're all spectacular. You're all 3 of my best loan reps. You're all in the same market. Do you compete with them?
No, I mean, it's a big market. Julie's on the other side of Seattle. Kyle's further south.
I agree. So there's lots of room for everybody to make lots of money, isn't there?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Now, you're all 3 about max. Do you agree?
Max?
Yeah, you're all in that 25 to 30 loans a month range.
Oh, yeah.
Any more than that, and it requires less of you. And if it's less of you, what happens?
it's hard to provide that same client experience and take care of the agents and the
So
clients.
they won't pay as much. What won't they do?
Right. They're not going to pay as much.
You agree?
Yeah.
People pay more to deal with us because they deal with people like you and me. Our coaches are just what?
Unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah. I was looking at one of my competitors and their owner doesn't make as much as you make, let alone what I make. You know what I'm saying? So we have the best coaches, best processes, the wealthiest leader. So that's why more people pay us than they pay our competition. You're a top company. You've got great products. You're one of the best loan reps in the planet. You've got a great team. That's why they'll pay a premium to deal with you, correct?
right.
Where your competitors have to charge less. So when you look at your balance, what are some things you'd like to improve?
Being more present with like my kids and my wife sometimes, you're racing around and you come home and you're still thinking a little bit about that last conversation with the agent or the client. And so trying to be better about that. I think it's something that
I have a lot of people that come to me and they're not present when they're home. How do you fix that?
I think being really, really purposeful about taking the time to like have a date night. Like I told my kids today, hey, I'm going to come home at 4:30. They've got a lacrosse tournament on Saturday. I'm like, we're going to go to the field and we're going to go play some lacrosse for 30 minutes while the sun's still out. And so blocking off that time to separate it where I don't have those other distractions.
Well, here what I tell you, I look at like, I coach big people for a living and I find that you do so well at work and you're so balanced at home. I'm really proud of you. And I just see like, for me, 5 minutes transition is what I need. From the time I'm working till home, I have to have 5 minutes that says, okay, now you're home. Be a great husband, be a great pet owner, because my kids are grown. So it's about my wife and the pet. So be a great husband, be a great pet owner, make it about her, take care of it. Do you tell yourself, you have that talk before you go in the house?
Yeah, sometimes.
Probably not as well as I do. You agree?
No, I could do
So
a better
listen,
job.
I have always been a greedy pig. Now my greed looks like I want it all. I want to have a really good business. I want to take great care of people. I want to honor God. I want to honor Brit. I want to take great care of the people that are in my life. So you've got to be more focused on being more present in the moment. Does that make sense? But as far as like your business, wow, your coaching skills, wow, your balance, you do a great job. What are some things you're afraid of?
To be honest, probably sometimes thinking I'm going to lose it all,
Cool. So you still had fear of losing it all?
I mean,
Just so you know, I had that till about 5 years ago. What changed?
Your bank balance went up really big. I don't know.
Well, my bank balance went up so high, I probably couldn't lose it all if I wanted to. Does that make sense? And I also have faith that I'm doing the right things. Like I work hard every day. I try to do the right thing with most of my life. I stay away from the big three. What are the big three?
I don't know.
Drugs, alcohol, and women.
Oh, yeah.
So I try to stay away from those things. Why?
Nothing good can come from that.
Yeah. So I try to stay focused on work, God, family, business, reputation, things I work on. I notice a lot of people do really well and they're not very fun people. Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe they don't have their priorities straight.
I think that's a true point. So you're still afraid of losing it all. What stresses you out?
I mean, not much right now. I mean, I think kid stuff, but I feel really comfortable where we're at in our business. I mean, I know I've been through some ups and downs over the last couple of years. And at one point, the business was definitely stressing me out and overhead and, trying to grow too quick. And I think that's something that I've really taken to heart this last couple of years is like just have really solid, consistent growth just to get better in our finances. As a husband,
I want to grow like 5 or 10% a year. What do you want to do?
yeah, 5-10% a year would be great. 10%.
So why would a lender or realtor hire us? You've been with me for 12 years. You've been on my payroll as a coach for about 7 years, correct?
Yeah.
So you had 5 years, you paid me 40 grand a year. Now for 7 years, I've paid you. Why should somebody come with us?
So I was looking at my my business plans going all the way back to 2012, all the way to here, and looking at that incremental growth. And I think the biggest thing that when I first hired the core was like helping me build a team. Like I was new, I didn't know what I was doing. I hired like just the first person that came through as an interview, didn't have any systems and processes in place, job duties. How are they going to help me like leverage my time better? And so I think the biggest thing that the core does is give us a lot of that team structure, but then also taking to that next level with accountability and who to be going after for what and like how you can grow your business.
I think we cut a lot of the waste out of their life. Do you agree? Don't do that. Do this instead. This is a better process. So I think leading by example is very important. I think that's what we do well. When you look at like your business, what would you tell somebody young in the mortgage business right now? What are some things that you'd like to tell them?
I think find a coach, find somebody who can help hold you accountable to what you want to get to. I think a lot of times your business coach can help you see the extra opportunity that you might not see in yourself. And so I think that you did that for me and helped me every year go 20%, 20%, 20% year over year over year. And you do that for 10 plus years, then you get pretty massive, you know?
So my final question for you, I've had about 8 mentors. Everyone has done a different thing in my life. Who have been 2 or 3 of your mentors, and what one thing have they taught you?
I mean, you're definitely one of my top mentors.
What have I taught you?
You taught me a lot with my finances. I will tell you that, and to have like good balance. But I think you are constantly challenging me to get better in all areas of my life, and specifically when it comes to my finances. I wish that I listened to you earlier on in my life and didn't make some of the mistakes I made. But
I know that sometimes you can learn from my mistakes. Sometimes you have to learn from your own mistakes. Do you agree with that?
Right.
Sometimes, even if I tell you exactly what's going to happen if you do this, sometimes, not a lot, occasionally you have to do it anyway. What has to happen occasionally?
You got to do it your own way.
And you got to learn from your mistakes. You agree?
Yeah.
I will tell you this. The 12 years of watching you grow from a 29-year-old to a 41-year-old has been amazing. I think you're one of the most charming young men I've ever had in my life. You know, I lost a son that'd be 34 years old, and you have a lot of qualities that I would want my son. You're charming, you love life, you honor God, you respect your wife, you raise really good children. You're super, like, always in a good mood. How do you do that?
I don't know, but I really, really appreciate that. Like you've changed my life entirely. You've changed my kids' lives, my wife's life. So I can't thank you in the core enough for like everything you've given to me and like help push me.
Your outlook on life is always positive. Where does that come from? Were you taught that, or did somebody in your life have that, or where did you get that positive outlook?
I don't know. I have this little sticky note. It says hope, having only positive expectations. Like
having only positive expectations. So the acronym for hope. You're turning into a preacher, because preachers like a lot of acronyms. Well, Casey, I love being on the journey with you. I love helping you get better. All of you out there, be like Casey. Get in a program and stay in the program for a long time, but make sure you're in the right program where they have the numbers that you want. They have the results you want. They have the values. I believe it's about numbers and values is what you should be copying. I think, Casey, you're a great example for the core. You're a great example for Guild Mortgage. You're a great example for life. I think you're doing a great job. Everybody have a great week. Street Smart Millionaire, Casey Oiness and Rick Ruby. Have a great day. See you later. Bye, Case.
See ya.